'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, yeah, oh, for me.
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, chosen ones, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself. Thank you, babies. Thank you, love. But each other too. Because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message to relay that to you. But when I post this on YouTube, best believe I acknowledge you, all right? So, chosen ones, let's get started. See, we're going to have to start with this. Chosen one, it's never too late to get on the right path. You understand me? See, I want you to realize that the only difference between those who are doing well and those who are not is the work that they did. And a lot of these individuals are moving backwards pertaining to the order of the steps that they should be taking. Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that you did the necessary work. You sat there and paid attention to the things that may have hurt you. You sat there and went back and actually healed from certain things that was preventing you from progressing. So those insecurities that you had, you started to go back towards the individual that, again, when I say back towards, that doesn't mean you going back to that person. I'm talking about you finally sat there for a moment and pinpointed as far as the cause of that cycle. A lot of it, again, you went through certain heartbreaks. So say you was cheated on, you was beaten on. So you have insecurities pertaining to partnerships, or you keep attracting people that you feel like are going to protect you, but you end up needing protection from. You sat there and attracted people that you thought was going to love you, but you end up pouring too much love into them. See, you sat there and had good intentions, chosen ones, but I want you to realize that you met them based upon where you was at. You was attracting based upon the energy that you was containing, in a sense. Now, what do I mean? See, you thought that everybody that pursues you was going to use you, so that's what you attracted towards you. Even people who had good intentions, you automatically assume that they didn't, so therefore you stopped certain things from coming in through for you. You sat there and asked God for certain assistance. You said how you so sick of carrying everything on your shoulder. God sat there and aligned you with a certain partner, or aligned them with a partner, again, that was going to pour into them, that was going to invest into them, that was going to, again, make them ambitious to pursue certain dreams and admirations. But they may not have been ready to accept it at the time, or you may not have believed them, so you declined it because you felt like everything that you get comes with something. Which, chosen ones, why do you think that you're receiving it in the first place? See, when I say this, a lot of you talk yourself out of your blessings. A lot of you are so quick to abandon them, so quick to push them off, and the whole time that's what God is presenting. Now, what do I mean? See, you remember when you was attracted to certain people and you said how they dropped the ball for you. You seen that they needed certain love. You seen that they needed certain affection. Again, that's why you attracted them, because those are the same things that you was missing. But instead of you sitting there feeling you so that you attracted somebody that was fulfilled too, you sat there and attracted people that was missing pieces like you, and you was picking parts of you to heal these individuals. And every time you sat there and got them almost 100%, they went back and started picking their scabs again. That means they started entertaining people that wasn't right for them. They started being friends with those people that was trying to use them. You sat there and tried to pursue them or persuade them to go in the right direction, but they chose not to. So we gonna have to really talk about this, right? See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, you're not supposed to take parts of you to fulfill or fill up these individuals. You were supposed to heal you. You were supposed to see exactly what is blocking you, what is stopping you, so you attract a certain individual that's carrying that same frequency as you. So in order to get what you want to get, you're going to have to be that thing. So again, you did the necessary work. Everybody else, they didn't. They sat there and was focused on their finances first. Whole time you had to realize that they was moving backwards. Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, I want you to realize again, you went back to the cycle. You sat there and found the head of the beast, and you sat there and defeated them. You didn't befriend these demons. You didn't run from these demons. You faced them. You sat there and beat them. So now you get to move on to the next stage and phase in your life, while these other individuals that chose other people over you are starting to have they ended. See, we gonna get into all of that, right? See, chosen ones, it's all about decisions. See, again, you did the work. You went back and revealed and healed from the things that hurt you. You had to go step by step. So if this person cheated on you, when I ask you, have you ever been cheated on? Some of you would say, and name the last partner. Okay, well, before that partner, who cheated on you? Okay, now you have another name. Before that person, who cheated on you? Now you have another name. Now, when it comes to you not having no more partnerships, you like, okay, well, this is the first person that cheated on you. Now you realize that the cycle actually stemmed from a parental figure that cheated you too. Then you realize the cycle actually stemmed from you cheating you too. You not believing you. You allowing these people to doubt you. You allowing these people to say certain things and you believing it about you, whatever the case may be, right? So you're starting to see where that cycle really starts and you're removing it. So if that was your parents who, again, caused that cycle where you ain't believing you was abandoned, you was beat on, you was used, whatever the case may be, right? You're finally taking your power back from those individuals. And this is what that's going to do. Anybody who has similarities to that individual, they're going to get removed out of your life too. So if you finally close out this abandonment issue that you have with that mother figure, then that partner that you attracted based upon your abandonment issues is going to disappear. They're going to get removed out of your life. Now, if this person, as far as used you, you always give into that individual, and that stemmed from what you used to do for your family or what they, again, felt like entitled over you, then guess what? Anybody that demon passed the baton down to, because you end up running into the same type of person, right? The same demon, but a different form. You understand me? So when you're able to pick up on those signs and you actually go ahead and close that cycle out from the beginning, from the person who actually instilled them, from the person who actually begun them, chosen ones, all the karmic cycles ends around you. And what does that mean? That means, you know, those people that you say, dang, they've always had it good. Dang, they sit there and found their partner early on. Dang, they found their purpose early on. Dang, they found all of these individuals that you're like, they obviously did the work. Sometimes it was their last lifetime that they put that work in. So I don't care if you're in your 40s. I don't care if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s. It's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late for you to heal you so that you can actually be healed, so that the next lifetime that you come back, you don't have to do that. Because for some reason, y'all feel like if you end your cycle early, if you take yourself out, or if you don't acknowledge it, you don't realize that's what's going to come back around. Some of you are jumping lifetime to lifetime doing the same thing. You understand me? So if you actually heal from it right now, chosen ones, you're giving yourself a heads up. You're giving yourself an opportunity that when you come back the next lifetime, you ain't gonna have to go through that toxic stuff. If you finally close that cycle out with this karmic that you had that karmic cycle with, when you finally close that out and actually align with your true divine person, then you'll never have to encounter that devious type again. You'll never have to. Why do you think that you crying the way that you are? Why do you feel like you are so sad? It's because you're mourning the end and the death of that cycle. And you're never going to align with these people again. But we're going to get to it, right? Chosen ones. Let's talk. See, I want you to realize a few things currently are going on, right? See, these individuals that you align with, before they met you, they were praying to God to cross paths with somebody like you. Before they met you, they said nobody around them loved them, and then God had them introduced to you. Before they met you, they said nobody supported them, nobody believed in them, and God sat there and had you align with this individual. They sat there and felt like nobody was going to show love, nobody was genuine, and then God had you show up. See, at that point in time, chosen one, They wasn't properly prepared for the prayers that they was asking for. See, when they asked for these things, they didn't believe that they was going to receive them. So when they seed them, they didn't believe in them. So therefore, they missed out on them. Now, what do I mean? See, again, when you cross paths with them chosen ones, they were asking for certain things. You were the walking confirmation. See, they said they needed love. God was like, oh, so-and-so got that. They said that they wanted, as far as abundance, God was like, so-and-so can speak that into your life and they going to provide that. See, you said that you needed protection. Well, so-and-so's name rings bells in the spiritual world. They divinely connected. So anything that happens, they got you. See, they don't even realize that we the individuals that God selected to call judgment on these so-so individuals. See, in order for you to understand where I'm coming from, chosen ones, we're going to take it way back. See, I want you to realize, right? We already know that the devil once was God's right hand and right hand man, right? So with that being said, the devil used to be the best dressed, the one smooth with their words. See, the devil again sat there and felt like that they shouldn't have to put certain work in, that certain things that they was getting that they already deserved. See, God was like, nah, you have to do something in order to get something. And the devil didn't like that. See, the devil didn't like that also. All the blessings and abundance came with God's cosign. So if God said that you ain't do enough work or you ain't do the right thing, then you wasn't going to get nada, right? So the devil felt a certain type of way. What he do? The same thing as most hating ass individuals try to recruit individuals to go against you too. So the devil sat there and tried to get other people, other angels to go against God. Like, yo, aren't you sick of working so hard? Aren't you mad that in the end, we always end up getting what we wanted? So why do we have to go through him? See, the devil was out there talking big boy stuff, right? Oh, so he thought. So he sat there in a line with other angels. Now, I want you to realize that other angels have other gifts too. So the devil was the best dressed, Rico Suave with the words, but also knew how to sing and rap too, right? So when you hear about the devil, they always say that the devil was the best as far as like performer, the entertainer in a sense. That's why the entertainment business is something that you are upset that you're not getting accepted in. But if you was to get accepted, you would get accepted by the devil and them. So therefore be happy that you ain't get selected. You heard me? But we gonna get into that. See, chosen one, the devil recruited certain people like, hey, Miss Murray, ain't you sick of working all day? Ain't you sick? Don't you feel like things should just come to you because all the hard work that you put in? See, Miss Murray started to listen to him. Was enticed by the conversation. He was like, hey, yo, Charles, aren't you sick of having to do this? Don't you want certain things just to come through for you? Why you gotta go through him? So the devil was recruiting certain people. Again, this sounds familiar, right? Because everybody who don't like you had to recruit people to attack you too, right? Oh, all right, cool. So we're going to stay to it. See, the devil finessed these people, and God was like, listen, you got free will. Now, if you want to go to the devil, go ahead with the devil. But there's certain things that your ass about to feel. See, God was like, all right. He already knew what it was. See, for some reason, the devil told those individuals that they would still have access to those blessings. The devil sat there and told them that the gifts that they got was still going to be activated. Whole time they ain't realized once you step out that building, meaning your divine energy, you don't have access to certain gifts. That's almost like you getting fired from that company. Your card is no longer activated. You can't swipe in order to get in, right? So the devil made these people feel that when you get to earth or when you get away from God, that you were still going to be all right, that you were still going to have certain things come in. Whole time they ain't realized that that wasn't happening. So God was like, listen, matter of fact, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about what you said. The devil's like, I ain't going to have time to think. God's like, oh, cool. Okay, cool. But I'm going to give those people around you an opportunity to rethink what they doing, right? So the devil thought that he was going to stay in God's kingdom. God was like, oh, nah. Listen, you say you want to be grown. You say you want to do this. Well, you can't be getting the luxuries that you get. So that's almost like somebody acting out, your child acting out that's grown, or somebody that's close to you that's grown, they acting out. So you like, all right, figure it out yourself. Like, I ain't even going to fight you. I ain't going to argue with you. But you just, this is that. But you're not going to get access to all the things that you was getting access to, right? So God made everything, the whole universe, right? That's every planet, everything that you see, everything came from God, right? So I want you to think about this, how they say in my father's mansion, there is many rooms. See, that's earth, and that's the whole universe in a sense. This is all God's house, right? But he gave the devil a little area. So that's almost like your parents not wanting to kick you out, but was like, all right, well, go to your room then. You got an attitude. You causing issues with everybody in the house. You over there mean mugging. You intentionally trying to mess with people. Nah, you stay to that little area till you get your mind right, right? So God gave the devil earth. That's a small, earth is small compared to the whole universe, right? So, chosen ones, God was like this. I ain't going to put him all the way out. I'm going to give him some time to think about it. He was like, all right, well, I'm going to give him earth. That's the location, right? So, you got a time period before that gets snatched. So, you got a time period to figure out what you're going to do before you have to find another place to move to, right? See, God was giving him time to get himself together. All of a sudden, what happened? The devil came here to earth. He done gassed everybody up, made them feel like they was going to get certain abundance, that they ain't have to work for nothing. That's what he said. He said that what you want, you can get. You ain't got to put no work in, right? Okay, cool. See, when they got here, they realized that they gifts were no longer working. That card was deactivated, right? See, that's almost like them trying to swipe their card and that account is frozen, baby. You messed up. See, at this point in time, people started starving. People started stressing. People started again realizing that the devil had finessed them. See, they was like, I thought you said we ain't had to work for nothing and that we gonna get it. The devil was like, yeah, but the thing is, you gotta figure out who got it and you gotta steal it. See, they thought that the devil was saying that they gotta come here and they ain't gotta do nothing to get certain things. That's those people who do magic. That's those people who doing love spells. That's those people that stealing, robbing, whatever the case may be, right? Those are the individuals that feel like they don't got to do nothing in order to get nothing, so they find somebody with something in order to steal from them, right? See, chosen ones. God was like, listen, this is what I need you to do. See, he sat there and looked at the best of his divine people, the people who show loyalty, right? See, that included you. See, God sat there and looked like, man, I need my big hitters. I need my ones that are loyal, the ones that's the originators. I need the originals. So God sat there and selected his squad. That's the chosen ones. See, some of y'all included, right? See, he was like, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go on earth, right? But I need you to be undercover. See, I need you to go to earth and see who doesn't want to go with the devil. I need to see who changed their mind, because I hear certain prayers that's coming up right now. So I need you to go check and see what's going on. See, at that time, those angels had chose to go with the devil. Were down here realizing that they got finesse. So they was calling up to God. They was begging God to provide certain abundance, love, protection, and wealth to come in. See, God heard those cries and he sent his main hitters to come and expect it. So that's why I say you an undercover boss, right? They don't even know who they connecting with. See, you are a guardian angel. They ain't even realize that. See, you are somebody that God selected to see exactly what they up to. You the only individual that can call judgment. See, when I say call judgment, you don't judge them, but you call judgment based upon what they doing, right? You bring that. Calling judgment means that you present that case to God. You done sat there and paid attention to that person, seeing how that true character is that they have inside, seeing whether or not they doing right, if they change their ways, whatever the case may be. So when God heard their prayers, he had you cross paths with them. That was the answer, right? God had you cross paths with these people. They was pleading. God, everybody was against them. Said, God, everybody's trying to keep their abundance from coming in. God, everybody's trying to sabotage. So God was like, all right, I need you to go dress up and see what's going on. See, the whole time, chosen ones, we undercover. They don't even realize that we the boss, right? They see us dressed regular. They see us. So think about the show Undercover Boss, how somebody comes in and they inspecting the people behind the scenes, seeing how they really act in a sense. They trying to see exactly what those people, how they carry themselves, right? See, yeah, when you know somebody's watching you, you're going to be on your best behavior. But when you know somebody's spotting you, you're going to do what you truly want to do, right? So God had y'all come through to these individuals just to see what they was going to do. That person was known to be a stealer. Now they crying, talking about they getting stole from. God was like, all right, I need you to inspect that. See, when you cross paths with them, you realize that they was a finesser. They was crying, talking about somebody stole from them. And that was mad. They was really mad because they got jammed up for the scamming that they did, that somebody that they encountered didn't allow them to play games with them. You understand me? They talking about, oh, well, how everybody's out to get them. God was like, I need you to go take a closer look and pay attention. See what they up to. All of a sudden, what happened, chosen ones? You cross paths with these individuals. They was talking about nobody loves them, nobody's for them. You sat there and started to show love towards them, and they didn't accept it. When you sat there and was showing love to them, they was mean and they was disrespectful. See, when you was out there extending certain offerings to them, they didn't accept it. They didn't take it because they didn't want to put the work in. They wanted things handed to them. See, that was the difference, right? So God was like, all right, I need you to expect. So everybody that you cross paths with, chosen ones, they wasn't here for the long term. Some of them was just a temporary assignment. You just had to pop in, pop out, see what their energy was about, and go to God about it. See, that person, oh, they still a cheater, they still a beater, they still evil, they still scamming. We go to tell God about them. Ayo, God. Remember Charles that was talking about everybody was trying to take him out? Tell me why he's the main one that was out here doing evil things. A God, so-and-so talking about nobody loved them, but they the main person that taking advantage of certain people for these demons. They out here shitting on the chosen ones, but out here, again, putting these demonic individuals on the pedestal. See, again, we come through and tell God what these individuals are up to. See, chosen ones, this is why they feel a certain type of way. Because when we call judgment, at that point in time, we present in that case. So as soon as you call judgment on the individual, you know what they up to. You call judgment on that person that was doing black magic on you. You call judgment on anybody that's trying to stop you or sabotage you. You call judgment on anybody that try to stop your finances from coming through. Anybody that try to stop the confidence from shining within you. Anybody that try to cloud up your gift a little bit. You call judgment, and I bet you right now they currently going through karma and consequences. See, that some of them will try to deny that it's coming from based upon what they done to you. See, that's that ego that they still have. But their ego's about to be dead just based upon the fact that they cross paths with you, see, chosen ones. That's why they don't like you. Because when you call judgment, that's almost like branding them. That's almost like telling people exactly who they are when they look at them. So you was a robber. Okay, well, when those hands got chopped off, everybody who seen that your hand was missing knew what you did. Okay, well, you a pedophile when your shit gets snatched or your shit gets chopped off. Now we know that you was nasty. You was out here plotting on little kids. Okay, well, you did there's karma and consequences that come with everything, right? So we called judgment. We presented the case to God. We knew exactly what it was, but we had to do our detective tip. See, we had to pinpoint exactly who was sending the energy and who was out there trying to disguise themselves in somebody else's energy. See, chosen ones. They did a lot of wrong to you. There's certain people that you try to show love to. They didn't realize that you was presenting the option. They was praying for a way out, and they didn't even realize that God assigned you to provide it. See, they was sitting there in messed up relationships when they crossed paths with you, and all of a sudden you showed them love, you showed them affection. See, at that point in time, you was the walking confirmation. They asked for certain things, and God was like, you can get it, but you're going to get it from a different place. And that was you. See, they had a choice whether or not they was going to choose their past or going to choose their present, which was you. You was the present. You was the gift that got presented to them, right? See, some of them didn't want to accept it. You gave them love. They lied to you. They abused you. You took it personal, start thinking less about you. Whole time you got to realize that you assigned to these so-so ass individuals in order to help them be the best person that they could be. But you got to realize sometimes when you plant certain seeds, chosen ones, you may not be around to see it. See, sometimes you got to realize that, okay, that's almost like you living at a crib. You plant all these beautiful flowers around your house, right? And then all of a sudden you move from that location. You could dig up those flowers, but there's a chance that they're going to die, or you could save them there and leave them there for somebody else that's going to come in and view them, right? See, some of you don't realize that you're preparing that person for their real, true divine person, that you're the person that's going to, again, see them what that lesson, that blessing that they missed out on, and they're going to know that they're not going to miss out on it again when that opportunity gets presented. So some of you are planting those seeds for somebody else to eat off of, somebody else to, again, live off of, but you can't be selfish-minded. Because you have to realize, again, anywhere that you go to, you growing, as well as God's going to provide certain things for you, right? So sometimes you may not be around because, again, God's moving you around. So you may not be around to see certain things play out. But again, I want you to realize, chosen one, that shouldn't stop you from being the type of person that you are, but you're going to have to make a decision. Is it going to be the new or is it going to be the old? See, that same way that you said that past person dropped the ball pertaining to you, the same way that you said that person didn't know what God presented him when he presented you, see, God's going to give you that opportunity as well. Are you going to choose that past person and pray that they learn their lesson? Or are you going to actually trust and pay attention to their pattern? Know that, they already showed you who they were. So therefore, you ain't got to see no more. You understand me? Because there's some of you that's going to sabotage and miss out on things that God got for you because you put in trust in this so-so ass individual that already showed you what they going to do. They already showed you as soon as they get an opportunity or more money move towards them that they going to choose somebody over you. So it's not that hard to choose. That person cheated on you, that's not your person. That person beat it on you, that's not your person. That person talked about you, that's not your person. That person lied on you, that's not your person. That person still connected to an individual, that's not your person. See, again, you are walking confirmation. So the person that, even if somebody's in a commitment, they should have already been taking steps to disconnect from them before they cross paths with you. You're the walking confirmation. So now they know that their dreams can come true. See, it's not that they leaving that person for you. It's the fact that they was already in the process of leaving that individual and God had them cross paths with you, which was the walking confirmation that they doing the right thing, right? See, chosen ones, I want you to realize that, right? Pay attention to the selections that you choosing. Pay attention to your options. What you going to do? You going to choose so-and-so? If that person is still posting pictures of their past, they not over their ass yet. Disconnect from them. If you can go in their profile and scroll and still see that old person on their profile, that's not somebody that's ready to love them. Because that means that they're going to mix the old with the new. They shouldn't even have a picture available of their past person. You understand me? So pay attention to that. You understand? But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. As always, I want to thank you so much for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I love you. I'm going to post this on YouTube. But if you need me, I got you, all right? I'm going to add a few sessions today. So I would say refresh the booking page and you should see some more times become available, all right? I love you so much. If you need me, babies, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.